was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Bisons of Columbus. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now White. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now White. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action, here's White. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, White. Forced out to his left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Stiff-armed him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Young now. Short pass caught by Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll play fake. Now Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 51 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Now Young. On the screen, this is Eckler. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On second down, Young again. Left side here to Sanders.
Holding offense.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. He'll sort of been, you put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. When you look at this defense, this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Young. This is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2nd down and 6 now. White looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
White on 3rd and long. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. The guy's man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play action. Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. White. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. White off play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But you look at this defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception. Throwing.
Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's into the hands of Apple. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. A beautiful fake. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over first and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that will slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Throwing on first down, White. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the shotgun, here's White. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's White. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Out of the gun, it's White. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now White. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need... That's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 4 yards out. And the Bisons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Now
a second down throw for Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. It's Eckler again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. It's Young off play action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. Third and long for Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he returns this to the 22. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now White. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, White. Left side to Lamb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, White. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with looking for Austin. Intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The play fake, now White. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
H.A. now up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
White looks to throw. so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll throw again. Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
On the option, here's Eckler.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Young. And that is incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play action. Here's White.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At their 48-yard line.
White on 2nd down.
Throw caught by O'Chain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. White.
They set up the screen to O'Chain.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
Throwing on 1st down, White.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's White. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Now Young. The Sanders has got it complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Young will set to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
White's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On first down, it's White.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Off play action, here's White.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now White.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
A give up the middle to H.A.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with H.A.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
94 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Young.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On second down, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. That throw by Young incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash. This from 53 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. White off play action.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now White. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now White with a 1st down throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy that needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's H.A.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Running left, it's H.A. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Do this. First down, fellas. Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what a real